the winter brings us darkness, but then when we come to the springtime, we get such lovely weather. We go out and have good fun in sun.
ના
I
ના
hope કે તમે પણ આ
the weather makes you cheerful, man.
can you hear me clearly? Something happened just there. Okay, that's good. And I hope it's not echoing this time like
ના
last.
આજે નથી જરાય.
Oh,
week.
I've been trying to fix it.
Last week was terrible.
Good to see you, Hemang.
Hello.
Jai Shri Krishna.
જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ
કેમ છો મારા બેન? મજામાં?
મજામાં છે હા.
Nice. Lately, I heard some news. In fact, this was something weird news that I heard that dogs are getting some kind of flu or some kind of problem in where I live in Leicester. So, a lot of families, their dogs are unwell.
Oh,
Is it?
Dogs are unwell. It's unbelievable. It's like we had COVID and we all were down. There are a lot of dogs in our area which are down. And that was an unbelievable thing. Bichara,
When I first heard about the, COVID, first thing went through me, the bloody, I hope that animals don't catch it or we in real trouble, but God was kind, isn't it? So good, babies don't get it and it's miracle.
Definitely we don't want to.
Nah.
Sachi vachi hai. We also have got Urvi Ben who has joined us today. So warm welcome to Urvi Ben as well. I hope she can later on join us with audio as well and video as well. But we need to, I think, kick off our discussion today. Before we start, any questions?
Not really.
Not so. That's good news. So we are going to start with some questions related to the last discussion we had. And so I've got some interesting questions. Remember, no question is a bad question. Okay. So never feel shy. I was asked to increase awareness of organ donation. So I was asked to make a video, and I'm going to definitely do that after we finish the series of 11 discussions like this, because I've made a package of that. And this package is less than half an hour session for each of the topics. If somebody follows these 11, I believe, with the wisdom of my gurus and saints, that you will be very successful in your life. Very successful if you follow all these rules, all these guidelines, all these 11. And I'm carefully trying to make it simple, as easy to follow for lay people. So no complications, no deep things to study, very simple. But even if you follow these simple 11 videos, which are free for you, it's no cost for you, it will benefit you immensely. It will grow you very fast. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but suppose if you're trying to learn cricket or table tennis or any other game, the first 50 hours, first 100 hours of practice gives you very, very fast, lots of learning. The toughest bit happens in any learning is at the top. So once you are at a very high level, once you've got 95% marks, it's harder to get the last 5. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you have got 20 marks in an exam, the coming exam, it's easier to get the 30th mark. So it's easy to get 10 marks when you are at 20. Then it is when you are at 90 to get 100 marks. It's even a lot harder. Yeah. And so what I'm saying is, if you want the 90% out of your life success, whether it's financial, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, spiritual, you will get, I would say, 80 to 90% success just from this free 11 videos. Well, if you want the final 10%, final 20%, then that's a different ball game. But yes, I would See, people have different ideas. And people say, "Okay, Hemang Bhai, you're covering health and everything else. What about finance?" Finance is the 11th discourse. Okay, so today we are at the discourse number 6. It's meditation. 7 will be exercise. So next week we are going to focus on different exercises we can do in very limited time of our daily busy lives. Then we are going to look at food very carefully in more detail. Then we are going to focus on our mood. How can we get into the mood of doing things? ઘણી વાર લોકો નથી કહેતા, I'm not in the mood, I'm not interested, I'm bored, I'm stressed, I'm worried. How to fix that? We are going to discuss that in one of the discussion. 10th, number 10 is a very tough one, especially in the modern world, relationships. What can you do about your relationships? How can you fix it? Because if you are healthy but your family member is messing about with you and stressing you out, it won't work. And finally, if everything is there but you don't have money, then again that doesn't help. So we are going to cover not only health, meditation, prayers, exercises, but we are also going to look at practical angles of our life. So we are going to cover all that in 11 chapters. Once we cover the 11th, I'm going to do one on organ donation. And this is a request from my dear brother Dilesh Bhai Tanna. He's saying, Hemang Bhai, it would be nice if you can do an organ donation video and promote it in our Hindu religion. Definitely, I'll do that, Mara Bhai. It's such a nice cause. In fact, I welcome you all, Hema Ben, Pramod Bhai, Urvi Ben. If you got any question for me where you want me to make a video on something, on a discussion on a something topic which works for you, which is very close to your heart, tell me and I'll try to do that.
ગઈકાલે આ લોકો મંદિરમાં ઓર્ગન ડોનેશન નું કોઈ કરે છે ઓલા ભરતભાઈ કે
downstairs office બનાવી છે.
And they got I think program in Judge Meadow about a few weeks time, you know.
And they are doing very good. I'm very proud of them. They are doing such a hard work. And I was part of their group as well. I did a lot of work for them.
Good.
So it helped a lot of people. And I highly recommend that everybody should participate in it where possible. Those of you asking video link, YouTube link, I've already sent it to you. So you can see it from YouTube. If you're not already on the YouTube, I've sent it to you on WhatsApp. I'm going to put it on Facebook as well. So anybody who wants to watch can join us. And we are going to start in a sec. There we go. So, meditation. Meditation is your discussion with yourself. Meditation, often people make it very hard. We shouldn't, because to start off, we should keep things easy. Like when you go to school, you don't learn physics and trigonometry straight away. You learn A for apple, B for ball. So keep it simple and easy. So we are going to do something. If you follow this video, I believe, again, majority of your stress levels will come down. It will help you immensely. This is not the highest level of meditation which we are going to discuss today, because everybody might not be ready for it. So again, as I said, I'm giving you basic syllabus, but that will cover 80-90% of your life problems, and it will take them away totally. Okay, so I'm going to mute everybody now, and we are going to our today's discussion. Harihi Om. Meditation. Meditation is a very unique way of connecting with the divine energies. It can be done by a child and then grown up. And even if you're not religious, it will work for you. So make sure you give it a try. Meditation, often known as dhyana, is a technique by which we bring our brain under very relaxed situation. Often, under normal circumstances, people are wondering too much. They are thinking this and that and this and that. And this causes a huge problem of our focus and direction. We get distracted. And that's why even our gurus and saints have said that when you're a child, maybe you can look at different subjects, math, science, physics, geometry, trigonometry, different parts of maths and science as well. Geography, you can learn about Earth, you can learn about history, philosophy, and so on. But when it comes to major senior studies, they don't tell you to do that. They say, pick one. And then you focus on it and make a degree out of it. Because if somebody is told to do degree in, say, 15 different subjects, 99.9% people will fail at it. Because it's not practical. You can't do so many things at the same time and achieve 100% success rate. And so the best way taught to us by our gurus and saints is very simple. Ek sadhe sab sadhe, sab sadhe sab khoy. Meaning, may we learn to focus on one perfect goal, and in that goal, we see what we can do. We work on that in a very good, detailed, focused way. And so we discuss meditation and see how we can bring it today to our life. Okay? It might seem hard, but it's really easy. You have to do preparation for meditation, and that is, ideally you should have an empty colon. If your tummy is full up and you're full of gas, and if you're full of food in your system, you will either be lethargic or stressed, and that won't work. So meditation works only with a healthy body can a healthy mind stay. If your body is aching and hurting, your mind cannot focus, it cannot relax, it cannot be happy. Same with us. If we've got 15 different worries in our lives, how can we be happy? We are worrying about things constantly. So you have to get rid of those distractions. The biggest one is the body. And Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutras, Sthira Sukhamasana, meaning find the posture, sitting or lying down posture which works for you, and be sthir in it. Be still. Don't wobble around. Whether you like the Sukhasana or whether you like the Shavasana. I used to say when I was very young and I used to go to my guru's exercises and courses, I used to say, my favorite asana is the Shavasana. But yeah, you have to find the most comfortable position you are in. See, some people can do meditation in Padmasana as well. Well done to you. Most people find Sukhasana the best, because if you go into the Shavasana, there is a very good chance you might go asleep, you might fall asleep. And that's not the point. Meditation is not about sleeping, it's about something else. So, Sukhasana is a happy, balanced position in my eyes, but each to their own. Okay, so we take a body which is cleansed. You've been to the loo, you've been freshened up. Preferably, you haven't had tea, coffee good few hours before meditation, because if you got any caffeine in your system, it will push your system to work faster. And meditation is about control. When you are too fast, it's very hard to control things. The more faster you go, the more control you need. And so, the better option is not to have any fizzy drinks or caffeinated drinks. I would say too much warm drinks as well, couple of hours before the meditation. And that's why I like my meditation in the morning and in the late evening. Because daytime we are having whatever drinks here and there, hot tea, hot coffee or something like that. And that can rev up your engines, which is not good for meditation. It's quite the opposite. There is another position which some people like to do meditation in. I quite often do that, not regularly, and that is lunchtime. So once you had your lunch, you can sit down in Vajrasana. And sitting in that posture is good for digestion. And when you are in that position, you can do a small meditation as well. Okay, so let's start. Meditation has different parts, different ways, and each to their own. Everybody works differently. I personally like breath work. So when I am doing meditation, when I start off, I start with a Jnana Mudra, both my hands, put it on my lap, close my eyes, and take a deep breath. And again. And as you're breathing, now comes the important bit, which is very simple as well. Focus on your nose and the air that is going in your body and that's coming out of your body. Now we have to continue to do that, and as we go ahead, we want to slow down this pace. So breathing in slowly and breathing out even slower. So you take a deep breath and slowly breathe out. Kind of Bhastrika Pranayam. 11, maybe 21, maybe 31, depending on your time. When you do that, you're just focusing on your breath work, nothing else. You're focusing on your breath. This is a non-religious one. If you want religious one, again, I do that. I really love it. But I gave you just the one version which is not so much religious, but it works for you. Now, if you want to go towards the religious practice, you can combine your breath work with the Omkar. You connect it. So you do Om. So you do and you do mental Om in your mind when you're breathing in. And then verbal Om when you're breathing out. Now, this is even more powerful because when you are making that humming sound, the vibrations in your body are helping you a lot. Omkar, just the science of Om is very deep subject, and I would have to dedicate a whole discussion on it. Maybe someday. But for now, you can use it as a formula, as a package I have given you. Breath work with Omkar. Very powerful. Do that. Again, you have to do the due diligence of making sure that you don't get distracted. So on your left, on your right, above, below, around, you shouldn't have distractions. The more distractions there are, the less you can focus unless you're a master at it. Then fine, you can do it. But for us normal people, it's better that you switch off things, you turn off phones, you put them to silent, and you tell people if they are around you that I'm doing a bit of a mental meditation work for something or something like that. Just find a good way to excuse to tell them not to disturb you for the next, 10, 20, 30 minutes. And then do this meditation. As you do this meditation, you want to, at the same time, find a prayer or a thought where you can say, may there be goodness everywhere. Again, you want to be in a gratitude attitude. As we say, stay in the attitude of gratitude. So what we do is, we close our eyes, take deep breaths, do the Omkar, and we wish joy and happiness and fun and relaxed life for everyone. Like we want it. We want a happy, joyous life. And to do that, we give out positive vibrations for the wider world, saying, may the world be very happy and relaxed, and they find their positive joy in their life. That was one way of doing the meditation. To start off. Next, the second one is about focus. So what you would do is, often people did this with Agni, the fire, the candle, the Devo. So what you do is, you take a candle or a Devo lamp, you light it in front of you, and you see the candle light. You see the candle light, the Devo light, and you focus on the fire. Nothing else. No thinking, no meditation, no prayers, no action. Just seeing the light, focusing on the light continuously. But in a relaxed way. No forces. You're not forcing anything here. Everything is relaxed and calm and fun. So you focus on Agni, you focus on the fire, and you know the fire is called Pavaka in Sanskrit. That energy of fire is cleansing. It cleanses. Fire essentially brings whatever you give to fire into its essential bonds. It brings it down to its original nature. And so, whatever you give to the fire, whether you give paper or a pen or a book, it will convert it to minerals straight away. Ashes to ashes. Exactly. It will convert it to its basic form. Therefore it's called Pavaka, meaning purifier. And the Agni, the fire, is very, nice to focus. I find it very nice to focus. So you could use that. And you do this until you are very comfortable. When you are a little bit, tired, you stop doing this. Next one is Trataka. Tratak taking done by any particular thing. So you can take a small pen, put it in front of you, and just focus on the pen for a while. You can do that with any little thing. So you take something and you focus your eyes on it and stay there. Just relaxed, focusing on that. As you do this exercise daily, every day, you will see that your meditation practice becomes better and better, and you go slowly into it for starters, but eventually you will see you can immediately zone out. You'll get better at it. Your focus will improve. Your calmness will improve. Your attention will increase. So meditation helps you in being more of what you want to be. Meditation is very helpful for every reason. And so, even the people who do games at a higher level, the Olympics and so on, a lot of people like that, they use meditation for performance enhancing. And it does because you're channeling all your energies to that one focus. You learn to focus. And focus is when everything becomes clearer and sharper, compared to the opposite when you're not in focus. Things are blurry, things are fuzzy, things are hazy. You don't know what is happening, how it's happening. You're winging things. And so, I recommend you to start with any one of these exercises. Try it. If one doesn't work, go to the second. If that doesn't work, go to the third, and so on. But my idea was to give you something very simple and easy as a meditation practice to start off with. And when you get proficient and better, we can then go to the next level. Now, the benefits of meditation. It helps you calm down. Your nerves get calmed down. You become relaxed and happier and joyful. And I think we all deserve to do it for ourselves. Nowadays, generally people are saying, oh, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. They are too busy for themselves. They can't even do the meditation to fix their own life and joy, let alone their family. And so I turned the argument around and say, if you meditate and you become calm and you become happy, you become relaxed, how would you become? You'd become a very nice, relaxed, happy person. And what would be the benefit of having you as a nice, relaxed, happy person in your family? Your family will be very happy, isn't it? That you are relaxed and you are calm and you are focused. So not only your meditation will help you, but it will help your family. And in turn, it will help our country, the whole world. And so, we need to stay away from stimulants as much as possible and use this psychological exercise to focus and calm down. The more we calm down, the better we become. There are other benefits of meditation as well. You would slowly, as you grow into your practice of meditation, you'd be able to hear yourself breathing. You'll be able to hear your heartbeat as well. You'll be able to feel that. You'll be able to feel your pulse. You'll be able to hear things which you normally didn't hear. You'll be able to feel things around you which you weren't being able to feel. And it raises your awareness to a higher level. It makes you a more connected person with this universe. Now, quite the contrary to this, what's the opposite of this? What takes you away from the real world? What takes you away from your family? What takes you away from your friends is? You might have guessed it. Yes, technology most of the time is a trouble one in this case. Of course, used wisely, technology is very helpful. But today we are seeing majority of the technology is being misused, like phones, gadgets, TV. People spend hours and hours and hours on their Netflix, on their other films, on their social media and so on. Again, I'm not saying they are all bad. There is a time and place for everything in a good way. But people are binge watching shows. People are binge watching their phones. Couple of hours a day. Couple of hours. Imagine that, suppose if you did 3 hours a day of social media and all that, you lost so much valuable time in 1 year because you have to do multiplication of 3 hours by 365. And this goes to show you are doing such a loss of your own life. And so meditation has got multiple different benefits. I would recommend you to try this and see for yourself how good and beneficial it is for you. And when you've learned this, you can use this for your family and friends as well. Again and again, I would like to say, be careful of what you consume, because this meditation won't work if you're doing something wrong with your life. If you are a very angry person, if you are a very snappy person, if you are a very fidgety person, if you are eating and drinking wrong, it's not going to help you too much, because it's like, you're trying to douse the fire with water, but at the same time, other side, you're adding petrol to it. Do you see the problem? In a similar way, you have to stop. If we take the analogy of the fire, you need to stop pouring petrol on it and then start adding, cooling down things to the fire. Then it comes down. And so it's very, very important that you stay away from deep fried foods, spicy foods, as we say, kharu, khatu, tikhu, turu. Avoid extreme tastes. So you're allowed to have spicy food, but not very spicy. A lightly spicy food is okay. Lightly tangy food is okay, but not too tangy. So avoid the extremes in your meal, in your drinks. Definitely avoid caffeine where you can. And give yourself lot of plenty of plain water. Of course, I mean filtered one, because nowadays the water that you get is not very healthy and safe. It has been through so many dangerous chemical processes. So it has got so many other dangerous chemicals and trace other chemicals as well in trace form. So you want to be careful. Your water is clean, purified, and good for you. Again, avoid water from plastic bottles. They most of the time contain BPA, bisphenol A, which is very, very dangerous and bad for you. Avoid it. Have healthy water, healthy food, and then you will be able to have healthy mind. Hari Om. So, very warm welcome to you, and I hope you took some good notes and points from there to help you into meditation at home. The idea is to improve daily and work on yourselves. Never compete with anybody else, but only yourselves. So I'd like to open the floor now for any questions or queries you might have. You can unmute yourself and start asking. Habit.
Meditation, I practice meditation. જ્યારે ટાઈમ હોય ત્યારે પ્રેક્ટિસ કરો મને તો નિંદર જ આવવા માંડે મારું ફોકસ નહીં હોય મને નિંદર જ આવવા માંડે હમણાં બી તમે ઓલું જરાક ઓલું સુવાસનું કર્યું મેં એટલે મને તો આંખમાં ગેન જ આવવા માંડી એમ.
Oh, very good. Well, in a way, it's a good sign that you can easily fall into a very, very relaxed mode. So that's good. But the flip side is it's not going to help you because you're going to go to sleep. एक काम करी शकाय. Don't do meditation in the evenings. I suggest the highest amount of the wakeness comes in the morning after shower. બરોબર તમે નહીં લીધું હોય then it's very hard to fall asleep. So once you had your tea, coffee, freshened up in the morning, had a nice shower, then if you do,
try it,
then you won't feel
I
lethargic.
tend to do it evening માં કરતી હોઉં ને હું એટલે
Evening will get you drowsy.
In the evening I think it's good anyway મને સુવાનો time જ થયો છે and it puts me in a good place to go to sleep. Literally હું તો 10 breaths કરું એટલે તો મને બગાસા ને બધું આવે and I just go to bed and that's how quick it is. nicotine ને બધું તો કોફીમાં કેટલા 5-6 વર્ષ થઈ ગયા બધું મૂકી દીધું તું મેં એટલે so I knew it was really not good for you.
Nice. So શું થશે આનાથી કે it's very good. As I said, you are very lucky that this allows you to sleep early. તમે just સાંજે સુવા માટે એનો use કરો. Use it wisely for just taking a quick way to sleep. But for the benefit of meditation, you want to seriously do it in the morning as well, so you can gain the benefits of it, the focus that we are looking for.
જરૂર કરીશું.
And that way it will bring us into sharp focus, whatever you want to achieve in life.
Okay.
Yeah. Even afternoon is not very good idea, because what happens is you had so many things firing at you in the daytime, and then you are going for lunch. Again, after lunch, you are a bit lethargic. You got 1,000 thoughts in your mind. And then if you try to do it, doesn't make sense.
It makes sense now. મારા સાસુનું ધ્યાન રાખતી હતી ને. So to calm me down, because બા સાથે 6 વાગે ઉઠી જતી હું સવારના. So by 2 o'clock, I would meditate. I would be in her room sleeping. 2 o'clock, I'd meditate. Again, the same thing happened because I was tired from the morning after cooking. That was it. 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
But now what you're saying, it makes sense.
Yeah. Afternoon is not a good idea. Morning is the best. Evening again is a very good, because you're using it as a tool to sleep, which is again very good. I'm not against it. Very good idea. Wonderful. And what I have found, see, everybody has different thresholds. For me, 10 minutes of meditation is plenty. I don't need to do more. Sometimes I do more if I have time, but Who has time in nowadays? Aajkal to everybody is busy. Even retired people are busy. So what are you going to do? There's always something going on. So it's better that you do something, you do a little bit rather than nothing. So I do about 10 minutes in the evening, 10 minutes in the morning. If I'm free and I've got no pressure in the morning, then I do about 20 minutes or so. Very good. Pramod Bhai, any suggestions, questions?
Not really. Tame બધું cover કર્યું છે.
Good.
Yeah.
Rekha ji, Urbi Ben, any questions? If you have, fire away. Unless you do, we are going to go to some questions which I have also got. So while they join us, if they want to ask question, there's a question here, interesting one. If a person has a name of Sandhya and you ask that person to conduct Sandhya by reciting Sandhya prayers and mantras, and if that person takes it personally that you are referring to their name in a much more religious way, then how would you react to that? Well done to the person who named that lady Sandhya, because it's such a lovely name that is. It's just a compliment. So yeah, nothing wrong. It's very good. This is a tough one. If you get hiccups in the middle of the night and you know that hiccups keep you awake, then what is the best way to get a decent night's sleep and put an end to the hiccups that keep you awake at night? People think hiccups are easy, but no, I've known it myself. Hiccups are not fun. Okay, after a little while, it gets messy. So, if you get hiccups, the best thing is to short term. There are two answers to that. Short term answers for hiccup is stand up. Normally, you drink sitting water, okay? But in this case, stand up and drink from a glass of water continuously 7 gulps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It helps most of the time. If you want a long-term solution, then start doing meditation, yoga, and exercising and lose weight. Weight is one of the major reasons where diaphragm causes a lot of spasms and so on. So that is also considered one of the reasons. So that you could use that. What else? Yes, I had a question on Hinduism. How about doing videos on Hinduism? Well, I would like to do the videos on Hinduism, but this 11 videos that we are doing just now, my plan was to not go so much into Hindu Dharma as a religion, but use Hindu Dharma as a base and give you life skills, how to succeed in your life. Because if you are struggling in your life with your health and finance and other emotional problems, you won't have enough mental power to do meditation or mental relaxation to do prayers and do puja. So you have to get the body right. Sometimes people treat this body as useless and they think, oh, I am an atma, I am a soul, and I need to connect to God and divine, and this body is just merely a machine. Well, yes, it is a machine, but without it, you are going nowhere. Even if your toe is hurting or your tummy is rumbling, you're not going to be focused enough to succeed in life. So you have to get your body ready, you have to get finances sorted, you have to get your emotions sorted, you have to get your relationships sorted. Without all these in place, nothing works. ગુજરાતીમાં આપણામાં કહેવત છે, અને બહુ સારી કહેવત છે. Very few people understand this. It's simple as that. It's saying ભૂખ્યા પેટે ભજન ન થાય. So be careful what you eat and drink, and you learn this first, and then we will go to Hinduism as well. I love my faith, and I will do some deeper courses on that. But this 11 discourses we are doing on various subjects of our day-to-day regular life based on Hinduism. So we are not leaving Hinduism, but we are taking its basis, not going too much into the puja part, but bringing the practicality of it. Urvi Ben has asked a question: what's good to do for headaches? Headache can be multiple problems. So headaches, number one, you need to get rid of stressors in your life. So anything that is stressing you, you have to reduce it. Otherwise, it will be a futile, solution. Secondly, a quick solution if you want for headache is nasya. So first do neti and then do nasya. So you do jala neti. Some of you might not know. You take a neti pot, pour in some warm water, very very light, not too hot, and then add some salt sachets to it. A bit of pinch of salt to it. Shake it up, and then pour the water on your left nostril. Pour it out of your right nostril, just like that. And then do the same from this side to this side. Once the whole nostrils are cleaned, this takes literally 5 minutes. I do this every 2-3 days. When I feel my nose is blocked, I do it. It takes 2 minutes. Once you cleansed and done the neti, you go to nasya. So what you do is you take a light oil, olive oil or coconut oil, or heated up oil in your palm. You heat it up, mix it up, heat it up, so it becomes hot, warm, and then you try to sniff it. Pull it as much as you can in a way that you get the fumes, you get the aroma of that oil in your body, and as it goes through the olfactory system, it will get rid of your headaches. This will work like miracle. It has worked for a lot of people, and I think it will work for you. So I suggest to give it a try and let me know how it works for you. Okay, and if you want to know what is neti pot, I'm typing it in here, neti, neti pot. If you Google it, neti pot, you can get this online from online shops. These are plastic pots, 2-3 pounds. They are not very costly.
Lagbur Road पर बेचे छे.
हैं?
ओला सुके.
साहित्य केंद्र में.
Yeah, they used to keep it. I got that.
So as Pramod Bhai is saying, he's suggesting that on Melton Road in Leicester, if you are around that
Loughborough Road,
then you can pick it up. Loughborough Road. Sorry, Loughborough Road. Yes. Loughborough Road, there is a Sahitya Kendra, beautiful. I recommend for books as well. They've got very good collection of books. Try it. And Neti pot will really help you. But remember, you want to do Nasya and Neti both. So Neti clears the system, and then Nasya gives you the essences. You can even use olive oil, you can use coconut oil, you can use ghee. Just rub it in your hands, make it very warm. Do that, and it will really charge you up. Worst case, if you can't find anything, then or ghee, or if you're in a pinch, then I've got another suggestion. You can take a bit of just water, few drops of water in your hand. Even that works miracles. Try it. This is for headaches. Even the people who had very long-term headache problem in their life goes away. But remember, this is a temporary solution. It's a topical solution. It's not the solution for the underlying causes. If you want to fix the problem in a big way, you have to get rid of trouble-making situations. You have to take a paper and pen, write down what things are concerns of your life, and then eliminate and fix those. Without that, things won't work for a long time. Okay, I think that about covers it. I've got no more questions. Anything else? Okay, so that means we've covered all. Rekha ji, कैसी हैं आप?
जी बस ठीक है. तो मैंने एक बात पूछनी थी कि I do meditate several times during the day, but when I start meditating, and sometimes I even have a candle and focus on that, everything, I do the meditation, and then, like you said, Praveenji, earlier, that you just start feeling tired and sleepy. I've tried meditation different times of the day and everything. When I'm meditating, I do get very tired, but then when it's time to sleep, I'm wide awake.
I think I have got a reason to explain that. You got my number, Rekha ji, so I recommend call me later on, and I'll have a quick 2-3 minute chat with you and give you a personal solution to that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, ji. Dhanawad. Thank you very much. Wishing you a lovely week ahead. And next week, as I said, we are going towards the next topic. So today was meditation. Next one is the vyayam, exercise. A lot of people do exercise. They do yoga, various exercises. I'm going to give you something very basic and simple, few exercises. If you do that, you will be again set for life 80-90%. You'll be fine. You can live up to 90-100 years just based on simple few exercises. You don't have to do and become a yoga master or a yoga specialist. In fact, I would say even if you do 3 times a week out of 7 days, only 3 times, still you'll succeed. Okay, so we are going to discuss that next week. And in the meantime, if you got any questions, you know where to contact me, WhatsApp me, email me, just send me a message. Okay, then
Okay.
God
Thank
bless.
you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank
Ne
you.
aavjo.
Thank
Jai Shri
you.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Bye.